Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Here's the starting group for Houston. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Smith. Fred VanVleet out there with Thompson. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Hornets, the guard and off guard are Ball and Martin. Miller is out there with Bridges, and it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You know, Greg, for these teams, the struggle is truly real. One of them hoping for some kind of pick-me-up tonight.
And, Kevin, that's the thing. It's easy to say be confident, but you also have to perform and execute, players and coaches alike.
Tip-off goes to Charlotte. And here is Ball. Miller outside, launches a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. From 15 feet away, Miller grabs the miss.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Out to the right wing. Ball against Brooks. The shot, no good. And VanVleet on the wing. Smith for 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Well, as a defender, Bridges is pretty intimidating. I mean, he does a good job of working at keeping you smothered up.
And so that's the end of the first quarter. Offensively, pretty stagnant. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
Now the Rockets with it. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. The guard spots are VanVleet and Green. Whitmore is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Eason in at the small forward. So it's the Hornets now. After Jalen Green's miss, that one falls. Mann's got the first points up on the board here for the Hornets.
You know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
From 11 feet away, buries the jump shot.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Micic. "16 seconds left in the first half. 6 to shoot. Here's Miller, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
It's a tie game in Charlotte. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. The guard and off guard are Ball and Martin. Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Miller in at the 3. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Brooks against Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Brooks misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And this is who Ball is, a guy that embraces getting fouled and wanting to step it up for his team.
It's his first trip to the line.
Ball.
That's good from Ball. And one thing with LaMelo, Clark, he has so much length at that point guard position.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's listed at 6'7", but he's got a much bigger wingspan than that, which allows him to effectively throw passes over the top. And I think it helps in him being disruptive as a defender, too.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
They get it back. Adams buries it down low.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Deep 2 from Ball. Rebound by Smith.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Passes it to Van Vliet. Thompson outside for the lead. Adams, great positioning on the putback.
And this is what the D gets. Not boxing out Adams is a great way to get dunked.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Rockets on top. They lead by 2. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Here it is,
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Thompson, Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. And it's Green, and it's Landale in at the 5 spot.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Green, no luck.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Here's Bridges. It's blocked. Thompson looking for an opening. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Some changes for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Miller comes in for Grant Williams. And it's Cody Martin in for Trey Mann. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Jabari Smith comes in for Şengün. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Fred Van Vliet in for Jalen Green. That free throw good from Thompson.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
And the Hornets call time here. They trail by 5. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys.
Thanks, David. Stolen by Thompson. And that's an intentional foul.
Second.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Shooting for Houston.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 12 seconds left in the fourth.
It's your honeybee. Substitution on the court.
Here's man. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
Timeout called. The Rockets. They're in front by 4. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the Rockets with possession here. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Martin, the pass to Miller. There's the 3. He can't get that one to fall. So Houston wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.